Hi ladies, this is Miss D, and gentlemen, this is Miss D at dspecialthings.blogspot.com. I participated in a swap over at minialbumscraps.ning.com site, and it was the this and that swap. And this month we were to alter a birdhouse, one of the Michaels or AC Moore or Joanns birdhouses that you get for about $1. I used this one this time. I had so many birdhouses, it was kind of hard for me to decide which one. So I figured since we had to go with the dollar store one, I would use, the dollar one. I would use, the dollar size one. But what I did was I used the spool that comes from, let me show you one. Yeah, one of the spools that comes from the roll of what is that, lace that comes on here. You buy it for, I used to buy this for $1. I don't know, I think it's $2.50, $2, and it only have a few yards on it. But I use this to sit on here like this to make it taller. And here is my birdhouse. And as you can see, let me zoom in just a little so you can see it a little better. I don't know how far I could zoom in, but here it is. As you can see, I used a whole bunch of elements on it. I even forgot what paper line I used. I know it was a DCWV paper line, or it might have been a Recollections paper line, but it is the printed paper. And I find that when I do these, when I alter these things like this, it's easier to use the printed paper because it's not thick like the cardstock. But I also used, I varnished it, or not varnished it, weathered this first, and then I put paper on it, decoupaged it. These are the Prima washi tape for the Lifetime, I think it is, washi tape. Yeah, this right here, the Lifetime washi tape, and I just cut the little elements. I've been using this a lot because I'm waiting for my dolls. So, and then I use the acrylic birds here. The birdhouse had to have birds on it. I think it had to have birds on it. So here's a bird here coming out of that. Here's another bird here, and here's a bird here. So I did use the acrylic birds, and they were from Ashland, the Ashland collection. And I just took them off here and added a little color of gesso to them and put them on here. This one I didn't add gesso to, it came blue. But pretty much this is my birdhouse. I did use, like I said, the weathered look technique. I don't know if any of you have used the Martha Stewart crackle. This works perfectly. If I can show you one that I'm making now, and I pretty much use the same technique here, but I'm making this now. I took the round part of the spool and I actually glued it back on here so that it acted as a base. I took about 5 or 6 of them and glued them together so it makes a solid base here. As you can see, this is really weathered. This is mine. I'm decorating it. That's the back of it. I haven't finished this one, but I got so involved when I was making them I couldn't stop, so I actually started another one this past weekend. And let's see, as I showed you, this is the back of this one. I put lace on it, going around it with some little beads. I really like the way this came out. I used the seam binding, made some ribbons, tied them on. I used some flowers here. As you can see, I'm not going to point all the stuff out that I put on it, but as you can see, you can just decorate it and make it as pretty as you want it. And I took a piece of paper and attached it, and then I attached a coordinating piece of paper that I used on here to put on the seam that was on the back of it. And here is another one. I have so many different birdhouses. Here's one. It's humongous, but I'm actually making this, and I think I paid a little of nothing for these birdhouses when Michael's was having a sale on their birdhouses. And this is going to be neat because it has a roof, and I'm going to try to patina it down and rough it up and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I think I just kind of start looking for all of my birdhouses, looking at them. I made one since I've been collecting birdhouses. I actually made one birdhouse years ago, and it's sitting off somewhere, but I'm getting ready to do a steampunk one. I think that would look really neat. So I'm going to do a steampunk one. But I was really happy with this. This is for the swap over at Mini Album Scraps. So as much as I like it, I have to send it. So I won't be keeping this one right here. It'll be mailed probably this week sometime. But that is my altered birdhouse over at for a swap over at Mini Album Scraps. And thanks everyone for watching. I had fun with this. If you want to come over and participate, I think this swap is still going on. It's under the this and that group over at Mini Album Scraps. Come join us. Alright. Thanks everyone. Have a great time, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.